Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Amy Thompson, or what I like to go by as Punkrockamie. This is my first official video for YouTube. Since last October, I have been sharing my journey and my story on Instagram, and this July coming up, it will be 3 years since I was in a car accident. And when people say accidents change your life, they are completely correct. Um, Up until that point, I was working really hard. I had finally gotten a master's degree job as a family therapist, working with teens with eating disorders, and it was great. And I also was in a relationship with someone, and at that point, it was almost 9 years long. And then one lovely day, and it was sunny, I remember, I was driving to work and didn't make it. Unfortunately, it was the other driver's fault, and they did not yield on the yield turn signal. It was my right of way, and I braked for two other cars that I had seen coming, and she decided to gun it, and that's the end of the story. I thought everything was fine. I went to the doctor. I had some bruises on my arm. Everything was okay. But then 3 days later, I was walking at work, and I was having a really hard time going upstairs, and from then until now, they still can't figure out the main problem. I did end up having hip surgery, and just recently found out that I had a concussion that was untreated. I haven't been able to work since November 3rd of 2015. I was feeling really dumb, and I know I'm not dumb. Finally, I was able to get some doctors to hear me and finally got some testing done, and they found that, yes, I was untreated for a concussion. So lots of changes in my life, of course. So I ended up losing my job, and the person that I was with for 9.5 years told me I was doing it all on purpose and that he did not want to be with somebody that was disabled because he thought I was giving up. I went through a lot of different changes, but finally last year, like I said, I decided that if I am expecting as a therapist for people to come in for treatment and to open up, then I need to do the same thing. And so I needed an outlet, and I figured sharing my story on Instagram was the first step. And then that led me to going to open mics, and I've been also sharing poetry. And I had done poetry for so long, or I guess journaling, but now I'm just finding my voice. So my YouTube channel is going to be about sharing my story, sharing about post-concussion syndrome, chronic pain, having pain syndrome, feeling lost, feeling, it looks like I have this invisible pain, but it's really there. And just finding randomness, silliness, art, spirituality, anything to help you get through. So I know I'm not alone, and maybe you'll find some solace here, and maybe we'll find some ways to help each other. All right, so again, I'm Punkrockamie. That was a little bit about me, and you'll see some more. Thanks for listening. Bye.